Coming up, COVID-19 vaccines are now available for kids. And later, the band has an extravagant event this weekend.
Field hockey heads to the Big Ten semifinals in a top 2 matchup. I'll tell you more in sports.
We have a live shot of campus this morning. I'll tell you in weather is now the time to bust out your winter coats.
All that and more coming up on this Friday morning edition of DITV News. Don't go anywhere. DITV News starts right now. Good morning and thank you for tuning in. I'm Lauren Johnson. Governor Kim Reynolds announced plans to take legal action against the new federal vaccine requirements enacted on Thursday. The mandate requires all companies with more than 100 employees to require employee vaccinations by January 4th. And if employees refuse vaccination, they must comply with weekly COVID-19 testing. Reynolds claims the mandate forces individuals to choose between their personal beliefs and their careers, stating, quote, "I believe the vaccine is the best defense against COVID-19, but I also firmly believe in Iowans' right to make healthcare decisions based on what's best for themselves and their families, and I remain committed to protecting those freedoms," end quote. For a more in-depth update on Reynolds' fight against the mandates, check out the DITV Politics segment, Backroom Breakdown. And as of Wednesday, children ages 5 to 11 are now eligible to be vaccinated via the CDC's recent approval of the Pfizer vaccines. At UIHC, there have been over 1,500 appointments scheduled for the next 3 days, and as of now, there are over 9,000 doses available in Johnson County. And the Band Extravaganza is back this year, now located at the Extreme Arena. The Extravaganza is on November 7th and will feature a main performance from the Hawkeye Marching Band, as well as performances from the Iowa Symphony Band and a jazz ensemble, the Johnson County Landmark. With the Hawkeye Marching Band, the UI Spirit Squad dance team and Herky will join as well. This is the first year the Iowa City West High School Trojan Marching Band will be joining as well.
It's a great way to support the university bands, and also for those high schoolers who are coming out from West, it's a great way to show them some support as well.
This is the biggest performance for the UI bands. They will be playing pieces from previous programs as well as new pieces.
I think it's a really good opportunity for fans of band, and especially the Hawkeye Marching Band, to get to see the band up close and personal, and maybe folks that didn't get a chance to see us in Kinnick or couldn't, for whatever reason, couldn't come to a football game at Kinnick, gets to see the band, perform all of our season highlights.
Tickets are available to purchase at extremearena.com, and the event begins at 3 p.m. on November 7th at Extreme Arena. And the UI's Study Abroad program is taking a different approach to how students will participate in foreign programs this upcoming winter. Because of many countries still in lockdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Iowa's Study Abroad program has transitioned their online classes to the online sphere this winter term. The Dean of International Programs, Russ Ganem, said that these virtual programs can be widely successful for students on a tight budget or those with busy schedules. He also emphasized that there would be conventional study abroad opportunities in the spring.
At least as of today, we intend to send about 170 students abroad in the spring semester to a lot more countries.
While some students' plans may be changing for their foreign exchange, it seems that there are still many ways to experience things abroad. And the Iowa City Public Library is preparing for This is America, the 1619 Project for Teens, a program offering teens the opportunity to learn the untold parts of America's history.
It's really supplementing things that maybe they're not hearing in school. It's offering them other living sources or historical documents that they can learn themselves. Learning isn't just a teacher passing it on to somebody, but it's also their own students' curiosity.
The program will hold monthly events both in person and on Zoom, beginning November 18th. There will be listening from selected episodes of the 1619 Project podcasts, and they will read parts of the essays. The content will shift every 3 months to additional topics and discussions to ensure deep understanding of the project. The program is aimed at engaging and encouraging students to share their own experiences and knowledge, giving them the tools to advocate for themselves and others, and continuing the conversation. And a short film showcasing the beauty of the Iowa winter and the landscape of South China won a Student Academy Award. DITV reporter Ashley Wheel tells us more.
Hao Zhou, a University of Iowa graduate filmmaking student, created this film to show his family what he saw here in Iowa.
After living in Iowa for like 2 years, I realized that I really miss my little sister and my family. So I want to create sort of like a film letter that I address to my little sister. And I want to show her what I have experienced here in Iowa.
He submitted the film to the Academy and anxiously awaited to hear the results as he continued to move through the finalist spots, till he heard the exciting news that he had won the award. Zhao is graduating next May and is currently in the process of working on a feature film for next June, along with some more short film projects. He has more hopes for the future, including working on more films. He also has a goal to teach one day.
I really enjoy and love teach, my knowledge and pass along my knowledge and my experiences in filmmaking to the students. So that's one thing I'm really look forward to, is that I wish I can become a full-time teacher so I can dedicate some of my energy and career to teaching.
Frozen Out, the film that won the award, will be broadcast through Iowa PBS in February and will continue to travel around to film festivals to be shown. From the University of Iowa, Ashley Wheel, DITV.
And it's been a chilly past week. Let's toss it to Justina to see if the cold weather continues into the weekend.
Thanks, Lauren. It looks like this weekend the sun will peek out, but today it will be partly cloudy with a high of 54 and a low of 38, so you may be able to leave your bulky winter coat in the closet for a little while longer. Tomorrow will be mostly sunny and slightly warmer with a high of 63 and a low of 41. Sunday will also be mostly sunny with a temperature and a range from with a low of 40s to upper 60s. Don't forget to set your clocks back an hour on Sunday to end daylight savings time. Moving on to next week, the clouds will come back on Monday and Tuesday with temperatures in the 60s. It will cool down a little bit at the end of the week, seeing rain by Thursday and temperatures down to the 40s. Next, let's throw it over to Sports with Michael to see if field hockey will move on to the Big Ten Finals.
Thanks, Justina. The #1 ranked field hockey team takes on #2 Michigan today at 1 p.m. in the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. The Hawkeyes and Wolverines last met on October 15th at Grant Field, with the Hawks securing the win in a shootout. The Hawks have worked hard the past few weeks in preparation for this matchup.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is just prepare both the scout from Michigan and Northwestern, and luckily it's two of our most recent games, so those are all fresh in our mind, and they were two of obviously our most challenging as well. It's kind of crazy. This is going to be like a Final Four match in the semifinal of the Big Ten tournament with how great these teams are, and we're just taking care of details for both of the teams and really also focusing on what we need to improve on.
In their last match of the season, the Hawks suffered a devastating loss against Northwestern that forced their season to end in a 16-1 record. Despite this, the Hawks still earned a top-seeded bye in the tournament, their first in program history. Tune back into the Daily Iowan website to see if the Hawks secure a spot in the Big Ten Championship. The Iowa's women's basketball team is back in action. The #9 Hawkeyes welcome back fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena with a 102-32 win over Truman State in the only exhibition game of the season.
We had a really good start tonight, and I thought that we kept our focus, we kept our energy, we kept our intensity the whole time.
The Hawkeyes have all 5 starters returning, and star sophomore Caitlin Clark shined bright under the lights in her first game with fans and put up 25 points.
Kind of made me a little more nervous than usual, but it was super awesome. I'm one of those type of players that likes to play in front of fans, so.
Freshman forward Addison O'Grady scored a total of 19 points in her debut as a Hawkeye. O'Grady's height will be a key addition to the Hawkeyes this season.
Well, she brings 6'4", which we don't have, so that's kind of nice. She's got a soft touch, as you can see. She runs the floor very well.
The Hawkeyes will open their season against New Hampshire on Tuesday at home. Back to you, Lauren.
Thanks, Michael, and thank you for tuning into DITV News. We'll be back Monday from the University of Iowa. I'm Lauren Johnson. Have a great day.